Peace, y'all. It's your girl B from B&ROSE here. Welcome to the B&ROSE Vision. This space has been activated to support the creative contribution and objectives of B&ROSE, which are art, intuition, reverie, create beauty, truth and love, and most importantly, relationship to self, deepening the relationship to self through reflection, through introspection, through emotional honesty. Absolutely. So thank you for accepting my invitation and sharing with me your time, your energy. You're welcome. While you're here, please like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things keep creators like myself in this space, and we like it over here. We're expanding over here, right? All right. So though I'm here with my full moon offering, I did want to talk a bit about the next heart project coming out of B&ROSE, which is Daydreams About Night Things Volume 2, okay? Which is a continuation of the poetic exploration of love, of mysticism, and self-discovery. The work invites readers, thinkers, feelers to journey through the shadows and emerge into their own light. Daydreams About Night Things, the collection, is a study of intimacy, of beauty, surviving, honesty. And though I have not settled on a release date for Daydreams About Night Things Volume 2, Volume 1 is still available for you to cop over on Amazon. You can, it's available in paperback and in ebook, okay? So I'll put a link in the description bar of where you can check out Daydreams About Night Things Volume 1. And if you're not following B&ROSE Vision on Instagram, you should, okay? And you can do that at View B&ROSE, which is VIEWBROSE, like the flower. You already know. Okay, so now let's get into our full moon offering via the collective reading. Pull a couple of cards, see what energy the collective is stepping on. And it's so fitting to talk about emerging into your own light, journeying through the shadows, because that's what the full moon represents. It is, you know how the saying goes, what's done in the dark will be revealed in the light, comes to the light. This is that coming to the light. That is the part of this moon cycle where we are. So with this reading, again, I like to see what the collective energy, what are we stepping on? What are we avoiding? Are we on task with the goals, with the intentions we set in the new moon's energy, okay? So this is like your revelation, period, all right? So of course, you hear me flipping my Moonology Oracle cards, which I love, just to see what the overall tone is, okay? I have cleansed, I have been meditating and shuffling cards, just in preparation for this message. So thank you to the divine energies, Mother Moon, for your fullness in this period. Please share with us what energies the collective could be experiencing, could be avoiding. Show us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see at this time. How about that? Show us what we need to see. Thank you. Right. Again, thank you all for being here. And again, follow B&ROSE B&ROSE over on Instagram at B&ROSE. You can also check out the website, BeautyRose.com. I'll make sure some links are available so that we can get this community expanding, okay? All right, let's do, okay. Working through your fears. Working through your fears is the message we have from our oracle. That's deep. And that light, shedding light on the fears that you may be experiencing. Oh, give me 1 second here. Still adjusting this light that I have and trying to get it in the best position so that the illumination is proper, you know? All right, all right. Working through your fears. Maybe you have been experiencing some setbacks around some life changes. What I'm feeling in this energy is very initiatory, okay? It's very much about expansion, whether you're going to the next level of whatever the facet may be in your life, relationship, love, whether it be career, whether it's deepening your connection to self, releasing old energies and calling your power back, owning your power, understanding your purpose. This energy, this current universal energy is feeling like an initiation, a falling away of old practices, old mindsets, old beliefs, challenging our beliefs. And working through your fears is a main aspect, a main part of that. And with this moon's light, how it all ties in, it's likely shedding. Give me 1 moment here. Thank y'all. I had to make some adjustments with the light. It kept shutting off. Anyway, we're back. And to stay on the flow of the energy here with working through your fears, we're going to get into some tarot using the classic tarot deck. Love my classics, okay? And see if it can give us more details and messages to connect working through your fears. What is the collective having? What is the mission for this initiatory phase with this initiatory energy? That's what I'm currently feeling. Okay, I think this light is just over it. So we're just gonna do it without the light, okay? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Ooh, cards are speaking, okay? That light being off. They said, oh, we got the light, okay? Lots of flippers. Moment here. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. See that? Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. Very strong. I mean, that's ultimately where you're trying to get to. That's what I'll say is the end goal. If we are completing the mission, if we're on task with what the divine has laid out for us, and there will be guides along the way, don't get it twisted. I think sometimes our expectations for reaffirmation and help, right, or guidance don't usually come in the ways that we expect them to, right? Which is why you have to keep your heart, your mind, your hands open to receive the blessings, right? Okay, so let's see here where we are to see what was first. I mean, our cards in order here. Okay. All right, so first out we have the Five of Pentacles, okay? Five of Pentacles followed by the Nine of Cups. So right now I'm seeing some contention here where there was a possibility of financial loss, maybe loss of what the collective may have seen as support. And that caused some emotional instability that may have led to some difficult decisions that had to have been made, right? With the Two of Swords being here, that's usually an avoidance of making a decision, of being able, whatever that decision may be, whether it's to stay, to walk away. Maybe things got really tough in that Five of Pentacles energy that, like I said, shifted the internal, yourself, the satisfaction you felt, right? That caused you some emotional instability. And next we have the Tower energy being here. The Tower energy is divine intervention, right? It is saying that there needs to be a change. There's going to be a change, right? With that Two of Swords energy being here, of you not being able to make a decision. Like I said, I don't know who this is a collective energy reading. It's for you, it's for you. If it's not, there's no harm in that. Don't take any energy that does not belong to you, but apply what does, okay? The collective, you may have been in that point of having to make a difficult decision, not being able to choose, maybe trying to figure out what could be the best outcome for you, but there was a course of events that forced that change, that forced that decision, forced your hand. And yeah, that's what I'm getting here too. And with that, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, right? Eight of Cups showing up in reverse, which is maybe what I'm getting in this spread, in this sequence, is that fear of loss. Eight of Cups in the upright is it's still a very disappointing energy, right? But it is having the strength to count your losses and be able to walk away. In reverse, it's still in a point of avoidance, right? It's not being able to accept. It's fear of change. It's fear of loss. And the energy that we're getting is being able to work through that fear, being able to work through that fear. So here's the fear showing up. And then we have the Star. We have the Star, the major arcana, which is that calm after the storm. It is that balance. It's also reminding us, or reaffirming us, to have faith in our dreams, right? So maybe if this was a relationship, or if this was, which is what I'm getting with a lot of the emotional instability that had been faced, right? That caused maybe a change, maybe you had to move, maybe there was a separation from a lover, or a separation from a situation that meant a lot to you. It challenged your stability overall. So you had to move, you had to change. With the Five of Pentacles there at the beginning, you definitely had to change your scenery, right? But the Star card is here to tell you to be hopeful, right? It is that, again, the calm after the storm. It's reminding and reconnecting yourself with your purpose. because something, and this is definitely by no means to disregard or to lessen or weaken what you may have experienced. However, where there is life, where there's breath, there's hope, there's possibilities. And so that gives you a reason to be optimistic. With the star card being here is absolutely balanced. It's saying, it literally says, it's about power, it's about success, it's about recharging. As you can see, this Aquarius energy, the star card is taking water from the larger body, right? And nourishing the earth, and nourishing the nurturing the emotional aspect, nurturing ourselves emotionally, right? And also following up, we have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is here with a burst of passion. It is fearless. It is a bit impulsive, but it's saying, I'm on a mission and I have to complete that, right? So my interpretation is transmuting your fear into energy, into passion, putting it into something that you're passionate about. You realize that when we are inundated, are active, immersed into something that we find valuable to us, whether it be an art project, whether it be a mutual reciprocal relationship, right? Or a work that we find fulfilling, then we're not so much worried about fear. It's not to the forefront of our mind to think about what we lack, right? We're not in a lack mindset. We feel worthy in that moment where we can be able to show the sides of ourselves that create value in our lives, that create opportunities in our lives. And by doing that, we ultimately overcome the fear, we overcome the lack, we overcome the setback by challenging it or by transmuting it into what doesn't need our fear. You know, when you think about things that you are fearful of, people have fear of relationships, people have fear of change, people have fear of so many things, right? Things that we have not even considered in this, that we don't know about, right? But when we are immersed, when we are actively doing something that is a mutual exchange of energy, it's not just us, giving and not being able to receive. It is something that keeps us from this Nine of Swords energy, something that doesn't make us anxious, something that doesn't make us to worry, whether it's working out, something that we benefit from, whether it's eating healthy, something we have a benefit from, whether it's going to a family member, having a conversation with a trustworthy companion, then we're not worried about fear at that moment. We're not feeding it, right? So with this message of working through your fears, there are some opportunities here for you to see them for what they are, right? You want to acknowledge it. You don't want to blind yourself to the possibilities because you don't want to make a difficult decision. Be comfortable with choosing love, right? Love in the real sense of the word, not love where you give not to receive, not love that challenges your safety, challenges your worth, depletes you of your energy, your power, not that love, the love that fills you, the love that nourishes you, the love that takes from a larger body of water from the divine and grows a garden, okay? The transmuting, alchemical love. And if you look, have the Queen of Pentacles energy here, which is nurturing, right? The Queen of Pentacles is able to provide financial stability, yes. So if finances or resources are currently your challenge, or what's causing you anxiety, what's causing you to hold on to a situation that's already brought instability emotionally and physically into your life, then this is saying, this is hopeful for self-reliance. This is hopeful for even village, even community, even a mentor or a program or a system that will be able to support your balancing, right? That will be able to support your living situation, or be able to support you so that you're able to heal from an emotional break, right? Because the Tower being here is definitely saying, I'm gonna rock your world. You're gonna find out something disastrous is gonna happen because you don't wanna make the decision. So the decision has been made, right? And that's what I'm getting, that the collective is currently in this energy of reparation, of repairing, of trying to just accept what's happened and be able to move forward. And that moving forward can bless you. It can lead you in a position of Queen of Pentacles energy, which is nurturing, which is practical, yes, very practical. It's not gonna be one that's gonna say, oh, let me let you cry about it, let me lend you my shoulder. It's going to say, it's going to definitely feed off of this star energy of calm, of balance, of renewal, of spirituality, refreshing, right? And also getting you back into what's practical, of saying, you can't let it all fall apart. You still have responsibilities. You still have to look for a new place. You still have to look for a new job so that you can support yourself, whatever it may be. So working through your fears is your initiation right now, right? And I think we'll leave it here. At the bottom of the deck of the Oracle card, prosperity lies ahead, okay? And when you think about prosperity, and this, when you think about prosperity lying ahead, sometimes, to be pragmatic, sometimes we're able to have physical stability. Our resources are good, and while we're still working on the emotional aspect, we may still have some healing to do emotionally, but we're able, and that's what I spoke about, transmutation and alchemy, of taking that energy and being able to put it into what is also going to create expansion in another part of your life that's also dire. So, you can't, listen, being heartbroken and homeless, and that's not me, definitely not making light of the issue again, but I'm just saying, if you're able, you can't just, but being heartbroken with a roof over your head, then you're able to at least have your basic needs met, while you're able to then focus on the emotional aspect and heal, okay? So that you're in a safe space, in a nurturing environment that can bring balance into your life, bring success, bring prosperity and expansion and elevation, okay? So in this moment of full moon energy, let the light cast on the shadows. Work through your fears because prosperity lies ahead. Get up, okay? Girl, get up. Boy, get up, okay? Period. I'm gonna leave a message there and talk to you soon. All right, peace. Don't talk shit about my light, all right? The light is still bright, always. All right, peace. Get out of here.